Oh, don't do this. Whew. That's a relief. I was genuinely a bit concerned there for a minute. So let's see if I can brave the cold here, and maybe I'll have a road recollection for you all. Maybe. Apologies for the horrible whistling sound. It happens when my visor's open, but it is tinted and I do not feel like dying. So my tinted visor is staying open. Let's see if I can find my damn turn. I haven't come this way at night in a very long time. Come on. Oh, there it is. I don't know if you can tell how chilly it is, but my gauges are totally frosted over. I mean, you know, they're not frosted, but it's relatively high humidity and whatnot. So the place that we're approaching right now is commonly known in the Smyrna area as Florence Station. And the right time of the right day of the week, there, you know, are occasionally some interesting things that happen there. But while this story involves Florence Station, it didn't happen at Florence Station. It happened here at City Limits Wine and Liquor. Now, why am I stopping here, you ask? Well, because somebody on a motorcycle came to a very rapid stop right there. A gentleman on a yellow Ducati, I never did get his name or anything, he came from over there. And as he came through that light, the one that I just turned right at, he was coming from the direction this car is coming from. But as he was headed in this direction, he was looking at something going on in Florence Station. He was in the left lane. Best guesstimate, he was doing around 55 or 60 miles an hour. My best friend had a Pathfinder at the time. And him and I had been here for a 21st birthday party for a friend, and we'd gotten some alcohol. And we went across this road here. He was going a little slow. I didn't think too much of it. And right about the time that I felt like the car ought to be all the way into the center intersection here, the back end of the car jumped 3 feet to the right. I was peppered in glass. There was screeching. There was a horrible, sickly thunk. And Tim said, "Oh my God, what happened?" And I turned around, and sure enough, there is a smoking, half-crushed motorcycle laying in the intersection. And 10 feet away, there's the body of this gentleman who used to ride a yellow Ducati. Now, given that I ride a motorcycle, what is my take on this? What do I think? Nine times out of 10, I'll side with the motorcyclist. Nine times out of 10. In this case, it was the exception. Why is it the exception this time? Because this guy was on a yellow Ducati, and he was not close enough for Tim to have pulled out in front of him. I looked. I'm a bit of a backseat or passenger seat driver, I'll admit it. I looked. There was nobody there that was any real worry. And sure enough, boom. My conclusion at the time was that this gentleman had been staring at something in Florence Station. Maybe it was a car, maybe it was a girl, maybe it was a friend, maybe he was just looking at the gas prices, but he wasn't paying attention. And as a motorcyclist, you have to pay attention. The minute that you stop paying attention, boom. And so, you know, I really do, truly, I feel for this guy. I want the best for him. I hope he makes as close to a full recovery as is possible. But I can't lie. I know that it was his fault. Now, do I want his insurance to cover, you know, his injuries? Yes. Do I want that man to have the best possible medical care? Yes. But does Tim deserve to have that on his shoulders? And, you know, he doesn't. The answer is no. But yeah, that's the story of that's the story I have of a motorcycle accident. And you know, fortunately nobody died, but dude was messed up. And it turned out later that he'd been drinking, and I mean that says it all right there. You have to pay attention, and if you've been drinking, you cannot pay attention how you should. Oh, that scared me. Fucking train, man. I'm like, what is that rumbling sound?